Coming to you live at 1800 hours, 58 minutes on Thursday, May 23rd, 2019. This is for the African Descendant Man series, which is switched, no longer using the word black, because that's the slave name. And if we want to be freed or free, we can no longer lose the slave terms. That's why I'm going to be speaking about law, African descendant lawyers, judges, politics, how the first thing that we have to do is get a seat in a position of power. But that's on later, in which it doesn't make sense to be an African descendant person in any part of politics when all the rules and rights and regulations is against you. Just because we are comfortable, just because they quote unquote are allowing us, because if you think about it, every time you see something happen, they use one of us. I'm using the word us in parentheses. You seen the movie, you heard what she said. That's the full-blooded lineage truth of we are the emulation of our parents. We are the seed, we are the trust. We are the people that generational, transgenerational, transgressional of what our parents have given to us, we have accepted. That's why I say allow. So until we stop allowing that to happen, and it's gonna sound, I keep sounding stupid to people. I keep saying we have to remove, delete all the curses. And some of the curses are in our legislation. You got the executive and judicial. So those have not been changed yet, have they? I'm in a regular neighborhood. You can see around. And the topic in the title of this is to the road to our paths. The African Descendant Man Series 1, coming off building and skills. We have to start thinking about who are we? I keep saying that to us because as a people, as a race, we still haven't decided on what is our culture. But everything begins at home. So when we begin at home, everything starts changing in your minds, your heart, and your soul, and your spirit. So all those curses, hypnosis, illusions can stop being portrayed to us. But a lot of the people that are famous and are rich, they have accepted. And if you do a Google search of any billionaire that's of African descent, there is no hard asset or resource that they have that made them a billionaire. That's why when people say first generation millionaires, I laugh, because those if the internet shut down, not one of them first generation millionaires would be millionaires. Think about that. If you really think about who you are, what can back you up? And I'm not getting into the material or the superficial of the world. I want to get to your soul, your spirit. What is that? What is your soul and spirit to you? What does having a soul to you mean, and what does having a spirit? For me, I know what make me unique, and I can truly honestly say this, what make me unique, an individual, and different from everybody that's around me, including my mother, father, brothers, sisters, and friends, and families, and loved ones, is my specific purpose. I am walking into my purpose. I'm not walking at nobody's pace. Because if we think about it, from a child, we are brainwashed. We're not really taught how to navigate the world. We're not taught skills. We're not taught how to build. I don't care. We may be shown things, but are we guided and are we challenged? I sweep the floor, and it's going to sound stupid. When you sweep in the floor, is you really getting up all the dirt and the dust? No. Sometimes you're just swishing the dirt and dust around. Sometimes it's better to get another type of material that's, as you push that broom, use a different type of broom that actually suck up the dirt. So when if you shine light on it, it'll actually have a sense of cleanliness. And that's what we are not doing. We're not cleaning up the history of our ancestors. We're basically building upon but then expected change, but in that same system, it's keeping us in the same struggles. See, we say you're not a victim because you got a victim mindset because you actually read what the law said. Well, the law told me that I am an African descendant man in America, and there are laws that still telling me I have to try just as harder than any other race man to get a position. I have to protect myself more than any other race of man, because then we have breeded, nurtured, and fostered to hate one another. I'm going to sound like a broken record again, over and over and over, because I am watching my fellow YouTubers, social media, real life. I didn't know you were supposed to take social media and put it into your life. That's crazy. I wasn't even on social media this hard. I'm listening on YouTube, making videos. I'm outside talking to the young men. I'm coming on YouTube and listen to same race women talking about F all black men, I'm going to kill them. So their same mothers that taught them racism are now they're preaching racism. And then when you talk to them, they'll say, where you been at 6 years ago? Well, 6 years ago, I am you. I'm on a 36. I don't know what some other man was doing with other young girls or their wives. And I don't know what another woman was doing with all her boyfriends and having kids and other sex of men. See, I don't know that. I'm only 36, and I was taught, and I know if I'm going to be truly honest with myself, I'm going to keep myself out of other people's mouths. I'm going to keep my mouth shut and work on things I can work on. If I can help, I can help. They even got the notion that you're not a real man or you're not a man if you're not going to, right now, if I see a African descendant woman in trouble, I'm not a man. And this is the notion that the internet is putting up. But didn't they teach you common sense? Didn't they teach you sense? So if is her life so much important than mine, why is she endangering herself with people that she shouldn't be around? And when you start using logic, you start losing who you are, because now you're going to take on the form of idiocy. And I know that's not a word. If it is, it is. You're being very idiotic, because now you're going to take on everything that you have experienced and have gained a knowledge for and throw it out the book just because some woman, random woman, that wouldn't even give a damn about you and don't think nothing about you. If you got shot and she was walking by, she'd think about it, but a week later, who the fuck are you? Excuse my language, didn't mean to say that. But who the hell are you to her? Nothing. You was a passing. You was another Negro to her. And this is how they're thinking online. That's how you gonna call yourself Black YouTube and you're preaching hate. You're worried about the standard for everyone else and not the standard for even yourself. I don't know any African descendant, even some of the African descendant men with the women, especially the woman, that is telling women how or guiding and challenge women to be better. To say, I'm not going to hate a man because of one. Just as Bill Cosby said in 1977, an African descendant man gets shot. Or he does something wrong. We are lumped in. It's an all. If a white man kill his wife, kill his kids, and kill himself, it's an individual white man. Let that sink in. And I'm not comparing races, but that's racist. That I can be minding my business and doing what I'm supposed to be doing, and something happened to me by another African descendant man, but based on that, I'm gonna be lumped in. There has to be something wrong, so they have to dig up information. That I'm happy I don't have pictures of guns and money with my shirt off. I never did anything, because what you're gonna dig up, you gotta go deep as hell, literally, to find something on me, because every person is not cursed. That means I have no skeletons for you to dig up. So what I say unto one, I say unto all. It's your path, it's your journey, it's your choice. Choose wisely. It's not that I am perfect. I am whole and established. Listen to the word. Stop just listening to people just to listen to them. I learned this. Let the listen to what a person say. Take all the good out of it and use it. There are some things that is gems. I might want to store it. It might be for the storage file, and do that. But until you learn who you are, I don't care how many people you listen to, how many seminars you go to, how many community workshops you have. That's not going to matter if you don't know who you are. Shalom.